following is a presentation of Santa Monica College.
Welcome you here inside Corsair Pavilion on a Wednesday night for the front end of a doubleheader between College of the Canyons and Santa Monica College. Paul Johnson on deck here with Chelsea Tailfeathers for this one. Chelsea, College of the Canyons comes into tonight, loses to their last two. How do you see them playing tonight, and who are some key players we should be looking out for?
Well, for College of the Canyons, we have number 4, Mackenzie Storr. She's a sophomore, and her position is guard. She averages 14 points per game and averages 2 rebounds per game. Then we have number 25, Christian Patron, and she's a sophomore, and she is a forward, and she shoots 48 from the field and averages 9 rebounds per game and 17 points per game. So she's a player to look out for. And then we have number 33, Diamond Davis, who's a freshman, also a forward, and she averages 13 points per game, 9 rebounds per game. And then
and I think really Patron is the girl to look out for on that side, right? Probably their most valuable player, putting up 17 and 9, also on 48% shooting from the field. She's really lighting it up for them this season in her sophomore campaign.
Yes, definitely someone to look out for. And also she's a freshman, so...
Newcomer.
Or no, I'm sorry, sophomore. But she's, wow, look at her.
No, it's incredible this season what she's doing. On the Santa Monica College side, winners of the last two, now 4-4 in conference play. What do you see from them tonight? How can they continue their momentum?
Well, we have Chasen Gutierrez to look for. She's a forward, and she shoots 51% from the field, also averaging 16 points per game with 8 rebounds per game. And then we have number 21, Ariana Quintana. She's a sophomore, and she averages 10 points per game. And then we have number 34, Nina Gazzo, who's a sophomore, center position, and she averages 9 points per game with 10 rebounds per game.
And on a team that doesn't rebound the ball too well, Gazzo is really important to them, as you said, getting 10 rebounds a game.
Yes, definitely could be helpful towards the team, and just see how that goes, hopefully.
And we'll take you now down to the live action. 0-0 to start. It'll be 4 10-minute quarters here tonight. Like we mentioned, this is the front end of a doubleheader. The College of the Canyons men's will be playing the Santa Monica College men later tonight at 7. First shot up. Air ball there from Danielle Roberts. Ramirez trying to find somebody. Turns the ball over. McMahon has it. Over to Quintana. Quintana will fire. In and out there on the Quintana triple. Patron with it in the paint. Back out there, and they'll reset at the top of the key with Samana. Samana trying to orchestrate the offense right now. Nobody making any cuts, though, or setting any picks. She finally finds her teammate Stower. Over to Patron. Patron in and out there. Into Gutierrez. Gutierrez off the glass. Another in and out here, Chelsea.
Wow.
3rd in a row to start this game. That one looked about halfway and down. And there we get our first bucket from Christian Patron. Patron, as Chelsea highlighted in the pregame, the leading scorer for this College of the Canyons team. A Canyons team that's 9-12 on the year, 4-4 in conference play. Santa Monica very much the same, Chelsea. 10-12 record and 4-4 in conference play as well. And of course, they play in the same Pacific Division in the Western State Conference, CCCAA. Turned over there, Stower's taking it the other way. Stower just puts one up, nothing there. Patron over to Stower. Stower knocks that one down. .5-0 early here for the College of the Canyons side.
Santa Monica trying to find a play here.
As they were just going back and forth, weren't they?
Ramirez with a 3 from the outside.
McMahon and Roberts playing hot potato. Neither one won it. Finally, Roberts put it up. And on the other end, Patron with her second bucket.
Remember, she shoots 48 from the field, and someone to look out for.
She's been on target to start here tonight. Quintana puts up a wild shot, gets her own rebound, and puts it back up in for the deuce. An open Patron on the other end, turns it over out of bounds.
That last basket was Quintana. Entering the ballgame for the Corsairs is number 23, Kennedy Martin.
First action here tonight for Kennedy Martin. Enters the game for Danielle Roberts. Coach Strong with a word before Roberts hit the bench there. Not pleased with something. Into Gazzo. Gazzo right back over to Gutierrez. Not able to finish. Gutierrez saves it. Quintana with the 10-footer. Gets her own miss. Over to Gutierrez for the triple. Short on that one.
Oh.
Gazzo gobbles up a board, tries to put it up.
That was kickball.
A little kickball after about 4 attempted shots. Not able to go down there, though, for the Corsairs. It'll stay with Santa Monica College. Impressive hustle to the ball there and rebounding efforts from the Corsair side. Great touch pass there from Gazzo. But the ball doesn't find the bottom of the net from Kennedy Martin. A ton of close calls here early, Chelsea.
Yeah, she's fast.
A little bit of sloppy play to start this game, but a lot of high scorers as well.
They're just warming up, definitely.
Important matchup here, division matchup for both teams. Both teams would like to come away with a victory. Demon Davis there. And that's the freshman you highlighted, Chelsea, out of Calabasas, California. They list her at 6 foot. Maybe an inch or two generous, but she's going up against Gaza. She's just trying to put up all her might tonight.
Oh, she's on fire.
That one from Patron.
Patron.
Patron lighting it up early. Cougars up 11-5. Martin's prayer to not go in there.
Seems like the Corsairs are getting robbed with their baskets. Seems to be going in and out a lot.
Somebody's got to check that rim in that net. Make sure it's on there tight enough. Corsairs playing full court press defense. Stower there with the triple. Knocks that one home. Foul called here.
Canyons foul.
Coach Greg Herrick on the College of the Canyon side not pleased with the call.
Santa Monica with the possession.
Canyons up 9 here. Great little touch pass there into Gutierrez. She tried to put it right up off the pass. Not able to get home though.
But she will get 2.
Cougars foul, number 25, Christian Patron, her first, second team foul. At the line from the Corsairs is number 1, Jason Gutierrez.
Gutierrez, just the freshman from right down the road in Marina Del Rey.
A local girl.
Local girl went to Fairfax High School. 5'9" forward here for the Corsairs. Doing well here. Putting up 16 points on 52% shooting this season. Has really been a spark plug for the Santa Monica offense. Stewart has it. Over to Patron. Patron trying to find somebody. Into the paint to Diaz.
Oh.
Block there from Gazzo. Gazzo running the floor, wants the ball. They try to get it to her. McMahon tried to find her, not there. Martin has it. Back into Gazzo. Gazzo right to Martin. Martin foul line jumper, not there. Canyons takes it the other way. Over to Patron. Patron off the glass and in. Cougars extend their lead. 10-point game right now. As Coach Greg Herrick will take a timeout. Chelsea, what have you seen from this Canyons side so far? They've come out in this first 6 minutes up 16-6 on a blazing trail right now.
Right. Christian Patron, she's hitting her outside shots. Like, she has a 4-8 from the field. She's on fire.
She's on fire.
She's really passing the ball to other teammates with Mackenzie Storr, helping out, bringing up the ball up, and making their shots. As for SMC, it seems like they just can't land their shots. They have all these chances, but hopefully after this timeout they're able to pinpoint what their problems are and see if they can get those shots in.
Right, and I think what you mentioned about Stower is really important. She only averages 3 assists on the season, but she's been very effective kind of moving and orchestrating the offense early today.
Yes, I agree. And that's the thing about what College of the Canyons, they really maneuver and they know where the ball is,
Right.
their team.
Right.
They're pretty aware.
I mean, they do average 17 assists per game to the Corsair side, which only averaged 12 assists per game. So we're kind of seeing that early on. They're sharing the ball much better than the Corsair side. Stover takes it up.
Looks like Santa Monica's trying to press them.
They're liking that press defense to start this game. Hasn't worked out well too far. Gutierrez has it for the Corsairs. Over to McMahon. McMahon beats her girl off the dribble. Foul called there on the 2-point attempt.
Canyons foul, number 25, Christian Patron, her second, third team foul. Going to the line for Santa Monica College's number 4, Cameron
McMahon will go to the line
McMahon.
here for 2 shots. Drains the first. McMahon, sophomore, guard, 5.5 points, 3 assists on the season. One of the few girls not local here on the Santa Monica side. She's from Hazel Crest, Illinois, went to Hillcrest High School. That one bounces off the rim. Gazzo to McMahon. McMahon finally corrals it. Looking for her teammates. Gets it to Martin. Martin into Gutierrez. Gutierrez.
It's a nice
tough
jumper.
bucket there.
Yeah.
Not a lot of space to operate there down in the low paint. Impressive
That seems
shot.
to be like their game. They're not really shooting from the outside. They're more looking towards the inside of the key.
And I think the one girl that may help stretch the floor for them is Quintana. She can really stroke it from outside from
Right.
3-point range. Tough defense here from the Corsairs. Almost forced a turnover. Davis from the top of the key, not there. Gazzo will take it up about 5 feet. Pass it over to Martin. Martin into Gutierrez. Gutierrez working with a nice spin move there. Off the glass and in. Chasson single-handedly. She steals the ball here, coming for the layup.
Nice layup by Gutierrez.
6 straight points for Gutierrez as she's single-handedly willing this Corsair team back.
Nice basket from Patron.
Patron has something to say about it, though. These 2 girls are going back and forth here.
Right.
And they're looking for Gutierrez to find her spot. There she goes to Gazzo.
Oh,
McMahon out to Quintana for 3. A little bit offline there. Semina finds Stower, who goes to Davis. Davis from outside, wide open. Not there. Martin into Gazzo. Gazzo working in on Davis. Gazzo.
travel.
Travel called. Could have been a travel or maybe a foul.
I think it was a travel before the foul.
23,
But
Garcia. For the Corsairs, number 10, Mizuki Higashima. And number
Competitive
13,
game here late in the
Suya
first quarter. 18-13, Cougars lead it. Patron has it over to Stower. Stower thought about it for a second. Garcia almost had it stolen. Davis with it, being double teamed by the Corsair side. McMahon tries to fight in there for the turnover. Stower, top of the three-point arc. McMahon coming the other way. Mizuki Higashima seeing her first action of the day, freshman.
Canyons foul.
Out
she
of,
is from Saga, Japan. Wow.
yeah, came a long way to play in this one.
Right.
Martin inbounds it. Adut. Over to Higashima. Higashima working in on Stower. McMahon spins and reverses for the layup. Basket is good. Diaz almost lost it out of bounds. Davis has it. Tries to go off glass, not there. But Patron with the putback. Final seconds of the quarter. Quintana's got to put it up. Not there on that
Didn't quite make the buzzer.
one. Cougars lead it 20-15 after the first quarter. A high-scoring first quarter there.
Yeah, well, SMC, they came back. They were down, was it 10?
Yeah, 16-6. They did come back there, and I think it was mainly due to Chasen Gutierrez. She
Yeah.
averages 16 points per game, but she had 6 points in a row in about the span of 45 seconds.
Right.
That
So
really
she
helped them
was
there.
Like, I gotta get this done.
Right, right. But I think we saw that Patron kept coming back at her and really wasn't scared or in fear at all.
Right. Well, what the thing with these two teams is that they have similar records, so it's going to be a good game between the both of them. They
It's a-
both have key players, averaging like 3 key players
Right.
with each team, so
It's a very similar matchup.
very similar. Yeah.
Very similar teams. The only difference, though, is we didn't see too many substitutes on the Canyon side, and they only have 7 players that have played 20 games or more. So they do not really stretch their rotation to include 9 or 10 players like the Corsair side may do, and that may hurt them just in the fourth quarter at the end of this game when fatigue sets in,
Right.
potentially. Something to look out for as we're about to start the second quarter here. Canyons will have it up 20-15. Stower gets it over to Garcia into
nice
a
look.
wide open Diaz.
And that's what I find with the College of Canyons. They look up, the team looks for each other. Like, see who's open. They're passing the ball constantly.
They look Golden State Warrior-esque, don't they?
Yes.
As far as
Yes,
just
that's
sharing
what
the ball and
definitely. I
getting
agree.
the next person the open shot rather than themselves.
And they shoot from the outside way more than Santa Monica would.
Really only Quintana, who's at the three-point stripe now, has been shooting from outside. It's mainly been Gazzo at the rim or Gutierrez in the paint at the rim. Quintana from way outside there. Quintana thought about it again. She'll drive on this one. Lefty layup, not there. Higashima can't corral it. Stower the other way. Stower in transition. Over to Davis. Back with Stower, guarded by McMahon. McMahon goes under on the screen. An offensive foul is called there. We're gonna call a moving pick on the Canyon side.
Number 24, Danny Diaz, her first team foul. Entering for the Corsairs is number 1, Jason Gutierrez.
And a good crowd here today, Chelsea. Probably about 75 people. Now 15 of that may be the Canyons men's team that is gonna play next, but still.
Good turnout for the
Decent.
women's teams.
Right, decent size attendance here at Corsair Pavilion. It's a Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. Wing Wednesday. Just kidding.
It is Wing Wednesday. That's very true. Gutierrez tries to fight off the foul.
I like Gutierrez's spin move. She's
It's
done it a
nice.
couple times.
Canyons foul number 25, Christian Patron.
It gets her free.
Yes.
Got her to the free throw line here.
Headed to the line for your
Very effective.
number 1, Jason
Fancy.
Gutierrez.
She'll shoot a couple here. In and out, and something about this rim.
Right?
That one sinks. Corsairs down by 6. A lot of time to be played. Gutierrez fighting on Stower. Gets the
Nice
turnover,
steal.
and she'll take it herself for the layup.
Oh,
And that's her second bucket like that.
yeah, it's nice hustle.
Great hustle there from Gutierrez. Davis off on that one. Patron got it.
Oh,
She got
it.
fouled on the way up. And with Gazo out of the game here, this may be a point where you'll see the Canyon side try to attack the paint and really close to the basket instead of shoot their threes, just because the lack of size in the middle.
Yeah.
Off
Yes,
the course.
yeah, definitely.
Right.
See that.
Patron misses the first. Good on the second.
Entering for the Cougars is number 35, Lexi Corona.
And Lexi Corona will check in here, her first action of the game. Kristen Patron sits down. Corona, one of the girls that's played all 20 of the games. One of the 7 girls. Martin, over to Quintana, back to Martin. McMahon has it. 3 defenders coming her way, and Martin puts it up. Wide open triple goes down. Kennedy Martin with a nice looking bucket there.
Nice
Stower.
look from Stower.
Beautiful pass there. Garcia just couldn't finish it.
Oh,
They're going to call that one a charge. Great defense from Stower. But the vision from Stower to find Garcia in the paint all alone there. No Gazo, nobody in the paint to stop that. Great
Way to
court
step
vision.
in.
Right. Threaded the needle on that pass. And she's been doing it all game. Really leading her girls.
nice look. They really know how to transition and move the ball in
Right.
without being pressured.
And I think that's got to be the result of good coaching. Greg Herrick, his 28th season. He's actually recognized as one of the leading authorities on fast break basketball.
So it's a
So,
specialty.
yeah. It really is. Coach of the year, 15 times.
Wow.
and he's led his team to the playoffs 34 of 38 seasons. Gutierrez, another bucket.
With the backboard.
Tie ball game here, 23-23. Garcia off on that one. It'll be Canyon's ball. Lexi Corona will inbound. Had an open Davis. She'll go right back to her. Davis at the three-point line. Thought about it. Drives on Gazo.
Nice drive.
Nice lefty scoop there from Davis. Martin over to Gutierrez. Back to Martin. Over to Quintana.
Gazo at top of the key.
Gazo tried it. Stower running the other way. Garcia puts up the triple. Not there. Quintana, an impressive rebound. Fought that one away from Lexi Corona.
Nice look from Gazo. Oh, it's foul. basket.
And great pass there from Chasson Gutierrez. Found the top of Gazzo's hand, and Gazzo easily put that one up. That's going to be backcourt. Inadvertent pass there from Davis that got away from both of her teammates.
Angie Oliveros.
McMahon has it back over to Martin. Tie ball game here, 25-25. Gazzo a little bit off on that one. And if you can see in about the top of the screen, she actually hit that Gatorade cooler. Would have been a little bit more troublesome if that actually knocked over. But Gazzo's fine.
Good thing it wasn't.
Stower with it. And that one tapped out of bounds by Gazzo. Canyons will retain possession. Corona inbound to Davis. Davis over to Stower. McMahon playing some hard defense on Stower here. Davis wide open from three. Just off on that one. Gazzo gobbled up the rebound. Looks like she may have also got fouled there. McMahon loses it, but Gazzo corrals it. Gazzo turns, goes towards the basket. Somehow a shot went up. There's a dive on the floor. And it looks like a foul is called on the Canyon side.
You can totally tell this game is getting competitive.
Very competitive. Some physical play there.
Right?
Santa Monica College timeout, 30 seconds.
And Santa Monica College actually just called a timeout instead of that foul on the Canyon side, so they will have possession at side of this timeout.
So what would you say is working for Santa Monica now that they've been able to tie?
Yeah, well, I think one big factor is that Patron sat out for the first time early on in this second quarter, and not having
That's
out
right.
there, not having her out there, not only affects her Canyon side, but also gives the Corsairs somebody to attack, somebody to kind of go after on offense, her substitute.
She has to watch on her foul
Right.
fouls, definitely.
Yeah, no, she does. But that's the only problem about not playing a lot of girls on this Canyon side. If they run into foul trouble, it'll really hurt them down the line in the course of this game. Into Gazzo. Gazzo back to Martin. Gazzo trying to set a pick here. McMahon didn't want it. Over to Gutierrez. Reyes put up her first shot of the game.
So with the backboard,
Gazzo, great putback there. Puts the Corsairs on top, 27-25. Patron back in the game. Easy work here tonight for Patron. She's been very efficient. Reyes, her first action of the game. We just saw her put up a shot in the last possession, the one that Gazzo gobbled up, put back in. Reyes from about 18 feet, not there. Gazzo over to Reyes. Too many moving parts there in the paint. Reyes couldn't catch it. Patron again, a little short on that one.
yeah, you definitely don't want to leave Patron open. And it seems like she's had a couple open times since coming back into the game. So
She just needs a little bit of light. She can put up anything really from any point, anywhere on the floor. Patron is out of Granada Hills, went to Granada Hills High School, her sophomore campaign this year. Danielle Roberts back in the game for the Corsair side. Martin out to McMahon. McMahon will fire. That one's going to be off. short and to the right.
Store coming up hard. Outside shot, not good.
Off from Oliveros there. Gutierrez sprinting back over to Roberts. Roberts slows it down. McMahon, two-pointer, just off on that one.
Patron. His foul, get 2 shots.
And McMahon didn't want her to have any space there.
Right.
Santa Monica College foul, number 4, Cameron McMahon. Her second.
But she really had to, because of the passing from Stower, put it right in the position where all Patron had to do was go up and try to go for the layup.
Entering for Canyons is number 15, Malia Samana.
And if you're in that position on defense, if you're McMahon, you really, all your chance is to foul. And hopefully Patron misses one of the free throws or both of the free throws if you're in McMahon's shoes.
Daniel Roberts.
Gutierrez trying to find something. Quintana from way out. That one goes out of bounds. Hit the antenna above the backboard. A little over 2.5 minutes left in this second quarter. 1-point game. Patron's bounce pass there goes off of Corona's legs, out of bounds. Corsairs will take over. Roberts to McMahon. McMahon off the Gutierrez pick. Nothing there. Roberts again puts it up.
Santa Monica College foul, number 34, Nina Gasso.
Foul on Gazzo. She was trying to go for that rebound. Gutierrez almost sniped that one as well. Gutierrez has been all over the steals this game. On the season, she averages 2 a game, so definitely adept at trying to steal the ball.
Yeah, she's fast.
Into Davis. Davis from about 8 feet. Good on that jumper. Coach Lydia Strong on the Santa Monica College side couldn't believe that one. Put her hands in her hair, hands up. Quintana and Roberts playing catch again. Gutierrez over to McMahon. McMahon spins. Gutierrez finds it again. Looking for the pick. It's going to be a shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation.
Good defense there on the Canyon side. Stifling that Santa Monica offense. Now here was Stower sitting on the bench. Samana brings it up and tries to run point guard for this offense. Patron has it.
Gutierrez almost had that steal.
Another one for Gutierrez. Samana puts up a long 2 off on that. And then it'll go to Santa Monica as Davis knocked that one out of bounds. Roberts has it, and not in a hurry right now. They could play for a 2-for-1 if they wanted.
Headed in for the Corsairs is number 23, Kennedy Martin.
Quintana will unbound. Martin with it. Martin all the way to the right side.
Nice basket.
Nice little floater shot there from Martin.
20 seconds to go.
Gutierrez almost got her hands on another. Patron on fire in this first half. 10 seconds left. Martin will put it up from deep. Short on that one. Still in play. No, ref calls it out of bounds. Canyons will have about 2 seconds to maybe hoist one up from about half court. They'll pass it. McMahon has it. McMahon, deep three. Almost got in off the glass.
Almost had it downtown.
A great second quarter here from the Santa Monica side. Cuts it to within 3, 32 to 29. And from that second quarter, what did you see from the Santa Monica side to try to help them get back in this game?
Just more passing. I find with Gazo, she really needs to get up in there in the key and make more backboard shots, because I feel like she has a lot of power to give and a lot of, just a lot to offer in a sense. But Gutierrez, she's a hustler and she's been doing a lot for the past 2 periods. So it'll be interesting to see what their strategy will be for the next coming half. They're pretty neck and neck with each other. I mean, Patron is obviously taking full force with her shots from the outside. Like we said, she averages like 48% from the field. So she's offering a lot to College of the Canyons. So it'd be really interesting to see what the College of the Canyons will have next for their second half, to see what kind of maneuvers they will have to be able to improve or even excel in the second half. So what do you think? What do you think about the College of the Canyons for their game?
I think they came out strong.
Yeah, they came out
went
strong.
Up 16-6 early.
Definitely.
They
definitely have the key players, and they definitely move the ball around a lot, which gives them a lot of opportunity. I find with Santa Monica, they have a lot of pass and go, and their shots are a lot of, I think, they haven't really set up plays as much as I would think, as much as College of Canyons, where they really move the ball around. So
definitely.
It'll be interesting to see what happens in the second half.
Right, definitely. We'll be back here for the second half in about 13 minutes. College of the Canyons leads this one early, 32 to 29. We'll be back. Divisional matchup here that is played tight early in the first half. Just a 3-point game. Santa Monica will take over. Martin dribbles that one out of bounds. And in the first half, Chelsea, a lot of Christian Patron on the Canyon side.
Yes, 18 points. And shooting 67% from the field.
She'll put up another on cue right there.
Yeah, she's having a great game.
She is having a great game tonight, leading her team.
And also proving her stats.
Quintana from 3, Gazo with the rebound. Gutierrez somehow finds that one. Gutierrez with it again.
Yeah, nice jumper from Gutierrez.
And it's been these two girls all game long, Chelsea. Gutierrez versus Patron. Who can make the next bucket? Patron wide open there, was calling for it. And they go back and forth to start the half here. Samana has it. She had 5 assists in the first half, game high. Davis.
Nice from Davis, nice bucket.
Easy off the glass there from Diamond. Martin has it, circling the 3-point line over to McMahon, back to Martin. Martin into Gazo, easy turnaround shot there.
Nice inside basket from the boards from Gazo.
Gazo, her 6th point of the day. She's shooting 40%.
Davis
again.
Inside shot.
Davis into double figures now with 10 points on the game. Gutierrez.
A nice jumper.
With that nice little move, though, that you like.
Yes, I like her moves from the inside.
Especially that one, kind of a rip move where she's able to get it from her right side of her body to her left side of her body and finds open space and then easily puts up the jumper. Davis was feeling it. Tried the hot hand, not there. McMahon coming back the other way, down to Martin. Martin back to McMahon. McMahon, easy to spot out there even on the television with the pink shoes. Only player donning them today. Gazzo has it into Gutierrez. Just off of Gutierrez's fingertips there. Corsairs still playing the full court press defense. Samana dishes it over to Patron.
That was a nice look from Samana.
Samana, her 6th assist on the day.
Yeah, she has been having some major assists this game. Looking for her key shooters.
Looking for her key shooters, finding her key shooters. There to Patron, running the break, back to Samana. Samana almost had it to Davis, but it looks like it's knocked out on Gazzo there. And Canyons will retain. Samana averages only 3.6 assists a game, so 6th in the third quarter, early in this third quarter. Impressive for her tonight. Patron into Samana, open jumper off the back of the iron. Martin coming the other way, Gutierrez with it. Into Gazzo. Gazzo wide open from about the free throw line. Samana had a streaking Patron there. Tried to find her. Tipped out of bounds from Roberts. And Patron will inbound. Davis turns in on Gazzo. Shot may have been blocked there, deflected. Looks like something happened. Ball will still stay with the Corsair side. Gazzo has it. Finds an open Roberts. They'll work the relay over to McMahon. Martin from deep.
Oh, nice shot from Martin.
Nice switch there on the pull-up from Martin, who's still it right now. Right back. Gutierrez with it.
Nice jumper from Gutierrez. That spin move.
That spin move off the glass there from Gutierrez. Brings them to within one. Patron right back the other way. Actually got an open layup.
Right.
Didn't go down. And as Canyons has possession here, they'll retain as they have the arrow. Patron will inbound. Canyons up 40-39 midway through this third quarter. Some tight defense there from McMahon. Number 4 on number 4 crime.
Corsair foul. Number 4, Cameron McMahon, her third. First team foul.
Stower didn't know her hit her. Hit the floor. Back up now. Both players look all right. Samana has it.
Nice jumper from Corona.
And a great little fake move there from a jab step from Corona. She jab stepped into the paint, got Gazzo off her block, and put up a shot. Roberts' shot in and out there, just missing. Patron gets through defense.
Nice look to Davis.
Great look there to Davis. Samana with a wide open triple. She'll hoist it just off.
Gazzo with the rebound.
And Gazzo came in there. It looked like Davis was easily going to get it.
Right.
Roberts again, same spot.
Oh, nice three from Roberts.
This one will go. As the crowd gets into it a little bit, tie ball game here. 42-42. Stower finds an open Davis from beyond the arc. That one goes. High scoring affair here in the third quarter. Both teams put up 13 points already here in this third quarter. Corsairs looking for more. Martin has it over to McMahon. McMahon from about 8 feet. Roberts.
Nice look, nice rebound look from Roberts to put it up on the boards.
And these second chance points are killing Canyon's side, as this is the only reason Santa Monica's staying alive. Just keep getting rebounds off the first miss from Gazzo, Roberts, and company.
Entering the game for Santa Monica College is number 21, Ariana Quintana, and for Canyons, number 23, Teresa Garcia.
Quintana back in here for the Corsairs, as well as Garcia for the Cougars. That shot just off the mark, just short there. Davis has it from 3.
Nice shot from Davis.
Knocks that one home. And she's been their high scorer here this third quarter. Davis extending the lead for the Cougar side.
Oh, and down. So Gutierrez going up for the and one.
And about 4 Canyon girls right around her. 4 of
Right?
those dark blue shirts right next to her.
She has a great jumper.
She does.
Strong jumper for sure.
And she's able to adjust it once she gets in the air. Her
Right.
elevation she gets in her shots, and then she'll kind of.
Even as a good fadeaway.
Right. Sinks that one, brings them to within 1. 3:30 left to go in this third quarter. Steals
Oh,
that
nice
one.
steal.
And another foul.
She's a great hustler. She's been really trying to get in there and get those steals and going up for her getting fouled and just putting up her shots.
She's been tremendous on that tonight. She averages 2 steals a game coming into this game. Makes good on the second. Tie ball game here, 48-48. And stolen there
Steal.
from Martin. Martin off on the shot. Stower coming back the other way. Stower racing down the floor.
Nice
Thought about
look.
it for a second. Great pass there from
Great
Stower.
pass from Stower.
Martin tried it again. Gazzo. Quintana off on that one. And Stower had a wide open Oliveras. We couldn't find her. Finally gets it to her. Oliveras over to Davis, who's feeling it this quarter. Short on that attempt.
I find with college, the Canyons are having a lot of dishes, like dishing up and getting those baskets, which has helped them a lot within these past couple of minutes.
And this Canyon side, barely playing 8 players. Have a few sitting out tonight due to injury. They'll have to figure that fatigue may set in.
Nice pass from Gazzo from the key.
Fatigue may set in for this Cougars side, who's going up against a Corsair team that's playing full court press defense the whole game, Chelsea.
Right.
So it's tough energy-wise on them. Davis a little strong on that one. Corsairs the chance to take the lead here. Martin with it. Gazzo over to Roberts. Roberts thought about it for a second, driving in. Off on that one. Stower sprinting back the other way. Has Davis on the break. Hits her.
Nice dish to Davis.
Good fast break there from the Cougars side. As Gazo was just stepping on that line as she corralled that long pass from Roberts. She was out of bounds on the catch. Patron with it, races by Gazo, feeds Davis.
Great passes from College of the Canyons. They're really looking out for each other.
22 points here for College of the Canyons in this third quarter. 21 for the Corsairs, a high-scoring third quarter.
Great jumper from Gutierrez again.
Gutierrez working in the low paint, able to find her spots. Garcia a little long on that jumper. Gazo, the outlet pass to Gutierrez. Gutierrez racing by.
Nice. Gutierrez with that layup.
Quintana grabs the rebound, coming back the other way. Gutierrez wanted that up high. It looked like she wanted the alley-oop land. Doesn't matter. Martin puts it in.
Oh.
Going back and forth here.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Quintana thought about it. Martin with it. A fast-moving third quarter here. No stoppages of play. No timeouts, rather.
Nice
Gazo.
look to Gazo with that basket shot.
And the Corsairs now with 29 points in this quarter. They have 7 seconds to try to get their 31st or 32nd point. Gutierrez with it at the buzzer. It goes for Santa Monica side. They'll take the 4-point lead heading into the fourth quarter.
Wow, that was a great third quarter.
Unbelievable third quarter. Gutierrez went off.
Yes, they just had this like boost of energy coming into the third quarter.
And a crazy little scoring run there from both
Right,
teams.
back and forth.
For about 3 minutes, it seemed.
Both teams hustling.
Both teams do want to win here tonight. Division matchup, Pacific Division in the Western State Conference. And both teams are 4-4 in conference play and have about the same record overall. So this one important on both sides to try to see how they can parlay this into the rest of their season.
All right.
And it was really Patron and Davis in that third quarter that was leading this Canyon side, wasn't it?
And I find the Canyons, they're really looking out for each other, especially looking for Davis. Davis had a couple great shots, and Savannah just, looking for her players.
And the way Stower's able to stop for just a second and find her players and kind of freeze the defense,
Right.
been impressive so far. Roberts with it. Gutierrez, quick pass to Gazo. Gazo off on that one. Stover's coming the other way. Still a 4-point game, 60-56. Great look inside there to Garcia, who got hacked on the shoulder by Gazo.
Corsairs foul number 34.
And in a different time and a different place, that may have been called a flagrant foul. Tough foul there from Gazo. And it could just be the contrast in height there that made it seem worse than it was, with the 6'3" Gazo matched up against a, we'll call it a generous 5'5" Garcia, who makes the first free throw. Close game. Canyons comes into this game averaging 68 points on the season. Santa Monica College coming in averaging 65 points per game, and you'll have to figure that both teams will surpass those marks here tonight. Martin just off on the triple, but Roberts an impressive offensive rebound. Gazo's wide open, put it up twice, a third time, and it'll go.
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm. Quintana steals it, pushes it ahead to Martin, who gets it to Gutierrez. Gutierrez trying to find her spot right outside the paint. Same look, a good look.
Right.
Quintana, her spot in the corner, just short. Gazo with it. Gutierrez spins off the side of the rim, and Gazo puts it in.
Nice finish from Gazo.
Extend their lead to a game-high 6-point lead here, 64-58. Quintana steals it. The crowd's off their seats here in Corsair Pavilion. And Quintana with the Euro step. Flushes home the 2-point layup. And at some point, Coach Greg Herrick may want to call a timeout to try to slow this Santa Monica side, who has all the momentum right now early in this fourth quarter. Davis,
nice
beautiful
fake.
head fake. Foul called on Gazo. Davis will head to the line. Davis limping a bit.
Santa Monica College foul, number 14, Danielle Roberts.
Kind of favoring that right leg.
Second team foul. Heading to the line for Canyons is number 33, Diamond Davis. Entering for the Corsairs is number 4, Cameron McMahon.
Davis going to take her time, feeling a little fatigued here. And this is kind of we were mentioning early on, with them playing so few girls. As Patron sits on the bench now trying to get a little breather. It's tough because they're losing their edge late in this fourth quarter, late in the game, after playing so many tough minutes early on.
Nice. Excuse me.
Great
Nice from
fight for
her.
the offensive rebound there from Garcia. Patron is waiting at the scorer's table to check back in. Good look from Gaza to Roberts.
That was a nice backboard shot from Roberts.
And the Corsair side loved that on the bench. Stower, cold-blooded through there from Stower to pull this one within 5.
Yeah, that last shot from Roberts seemed like she was not even like looking at the basket.
To the Canyons, timeout. 30
And an incredible pass from Gaza, though, to get it to her at
to
that
get it to
point.
her and just put it up there.
Timeout on the floor. Corsairs lead it by 5. What do you think heading into the latter part of this fourth quarter? How can Canyons try to get back in this game?
Probably just look for their players, and they also had those dish passes from the last quarter that really helped them. So, I mean, the hustle. SMC is coming out hustling and stealing the ball and just trying to get as much shots as they can. So we'll see what College of the Canyons will do to help their game.
As McMahon has it here for the Corsair side. Looks like it was blocked there out of bounds by Davis. Corsairs retain possession. Gutierrez will shoot inbound this one.
Oh, nice look to Quintana.
And Quintana put home
Backboard
the
shot.
errant pass there from Diaz. Goes out of bounds. McMahon with it, finds Gutierrez. And I don't think Gutierrez has put up one triple today. It's all pretty much been right in the paint or right outside the paint.
Corsairs foul, number 14, Danielle Roberts, her second, third team foul.
Stower with it, bringing it up for Canyon side. Starting the offense into Davis. Stolen there from Gutierrez. Gutierrez finds Roberts, back to Gutierrez. Wide open from about 12 feet.
Oh, she got a rebound.
Gets her and miss. She just wanted
And
to be in
gets
and around that
fouled.
paint. Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely been hustling and trying to following her shots.
The line for 2 for your Corsairs is number 1, Jason Gutierrez.
Gutierrez will shoot a couple here. Trying to extend that lead. Her team is up 7. Coach Strong still teaching on that sideline, if you can see it, the left side of your screen. A little upset with Gazzo there on the boxing out position, it looked like. Hope that they get that taken care of. Corsairs up 8, 71-63.
Nice look.
Layup just off there from Patron, however. Roberts with it. Over to Quintana. Corsairs will try to slow it down a bit. Use a little clock. Roberts off on that triple. Samana brings it the other way. Still tight defense being played by this Corsair side. Not trying to give up one bucket.
Nice look to Davis on top of the key.
Davis, a much needed bucket there for the Canyon side. Down 6 now, but they need to stop here. Try to cut into this Corsair lead. Travel called there on Gutierrez. And we saw it earlier called on Gazzo, but this is the first one on Gutierrez, and she's been working that move all game long. Ref saw something that he didn't like on that play, however.
Oh.
Block there from Roberts. Roberts, the 6'1" sophomore. And Quintana just off on that one. That might have been the dagger. Instead, Stower comes the other way. Puts up the shot. Short on that one, but it seemed like she got fouled. A little bit of back and forth, sloppy play here as the Corsairs try to slow it down into Gutierrez.
Oh.
Gets
Nice
right
spin
to her
move
spot.
from Gutierrez again. Her sweet spot.
That is her sweet spot. She likes that. 8-point game, 4.5 to go.
Nice look. On the inside, she will get fouled by Roberts.
I think by Gutierrez, who came over on that help defense. It was actually impressive help defense. Just caught her on the arm, forcing the miss from Patron there. But like we mentioned earlier in this game, you'd rather send Patron to the line where she may miss one or both. We'll see here. Makes good on the first, as opposed to just giving her an easy 2-point layup.
That is true.
Sinks both of them. 6-point game. McMahon over to Roberts. Back to McMahon. Into Gazzo. And they try to find Gutierrez just outside the paint, but pass was deflected out of bounds there from Stower. Into Quintana. McMahon into Gazzo. Free throw line jumper for Gazzo.
Top of the key.
Goes down there. As Canyons is not able to get a stop here yet on the Corsair side. Patron with the offensive rebound and finish. Patron single-handedly keeping her team in the game here late in this fourth quarter. Almost stolen from Stower there. Finally
Nice
stolen
steal
from
from
Patron. Patron running with Davis. Over to Davis. Knocked out of bounds by Gutierrez. Good defensive play there from Chasen. Just 3.5 left to go in this contest. Patron inbounds it to Samana. Samana, wide open Patron. 4-point game. Santa Monica calls timeout. And what could really hurt this Canyon side,
Oh no.
Diamond Davis limping off the floor. Looks like she can't put any power on that right leg,
Must
although
have had a
and you
ankle roll
wonder-
or something.
Yeah, she's kind of feeling all parts of that leg, isn't she?
All
Down
right.
from
Oh,
the
she's
knee.
back in the game. Oh.
And a little bit of confusion here. She will sit out. And I think it is that ankle, isn't it? Unless it got rolled up on earlier in this contest. Back to the action. Quintana has it. Gazzo over to Roberts. Roberts back to McMahon. Quintana low in the post on Samana, and she'll get fouled there by Samana. She'll head to the line for a couple.
Malia Samana, her first, second team foul. At the line for your Corsairs is number 21, Ariana Quintana.
Quintana rattles that one home. As all four of her teammates were surrounding Coach Lydia Strong there, trying to get instruction. Quintana off on the second. Diaz to Patron, back to Diaz. Diaz from the elbow. Good there from Danny Diaz, the freshman. Played and started in all 21 games here for her Canyon side. Diaz is out of Santa Clarita, a little bit up north.
Maybe a foul
On Diaz, it looks
Diaz,
like, right?
Yeah.
A bad foul there from Diaz.
Yeah, with just 2 minutes left in the fourth period.
Number 33, Diamond Davis.
Davis back in the game.
Whatever was ailing her earlier may have been that ankle. Is fine now. Or good enough to play, I should say. Not fine. Stower racing the other way. Down three. Free throw line jumper is good for Stower and Canyons. As they pull to within one here. Roberts from way downtown. Just off, but Quintana steps out of bounds and will go the other way. And Canyon will have this possession to tie with a free throw or take the lead, potentially just down one, 76-75. Both teams far exceeded their points per game average today.
Yeah, it's definitely been neck and neck, I find.
Offensive foul called there. I think he called moving pick. Was that on Corona? Maybe. Tough call to swallow if you're a Canyons Cougars fan. Roberts with it, over to Quintana. Crowd's getting into it. Although some of this crowd is yelling for defense, you wonder who's in this home Corsair Pavilion. Gazzo off the glass. And that one goes. Timeout. Gazzo puts the Corsairs up 78-75.
Santa Monica College timeout. Full timeout.
And a high-scoring affair here today, Chelsea.
Yes, this game, like we said from the beginning, it would look like it was going to be competitive with their stats, and it definitely is.
It definitely
It's
is.
been competitive, and the key players that we mentioned have definitely been making their mark.
Especially on the Canyon side. I mean, really only 3 girls in Davis, Stower, and of course Patron that are making their mark on this game and really stepping up big for their squad. As the boys Cougars come out. maybe trying to get their warm-up on. They'll be playing at 7 tonight against the Santa Monica College men. We'll have that contest on for you as well.
Just a little over a minute left in the fourth quarter.
A lot of basketball still to be played in this last 90 seconds of action here for the women's game. Samana with it. Patron being guarded by Quintana. Open to Davis. Back to Patron. He'll put it up. Finds the bottom of the net.
Great outside shooter.
Great outside shooter tonight, especially. McMahon with it.
1 minute remaining in regulation.
Over to Quintana. Quintana back to McMahon. Over to Roberts. Gutierrez. Roberts will try the baseline. She got fouled on that by Corona.
Canyons foul, number 35, Lexi Corona.
Corona
Fifth team foul.
not agreeing so much with that call, and that'll put Roberts to the line
Danielle Roberts.
as this Canyons team is in the bonus.
Yeah, in the last minute of play, you really want to watch your fouling. It definitely hurt you in the end.
Roberts sinks the first one. Corsairs up 2. Roberts the second, just off. Remains a 2-point lead for Santa Monica. Samana sprinting the other way. Waits for her offense to set up. Tries to find somebody. Davis there finally. Over to Patron. Her spot on the floor. Knocks it down again.
79-79.
Just over 20 seconds left. And it looks like the Corsairs will hold for the final shot, as this one may head into overtime. McMahon has it, 79-79. Gets it into Gazzo. Stolen by Stower. Stower racing the other way. Has numbers on the fast break. Stower short on that attempt. 1 second to go, and she'll run out of time. And this one's heading to overtime. 79-79, and we're going to overtime.
Wow.
40 minutes of action, not enough, as we'll need extra time to decide this one. And it looks like the refs are discussing right now about what's going to take place. Coach Strong of the Santa Monica side definitely wanted a foul called. Didn't happen. And both coaches are discussing with the ref what's going on if we're heading into overtime. Coach Greg Herrick wants 1 second back on for a catch and shoot opportunity. It looks like he'll get that opportunity, but it's still a little unclear because I don't even know if the refs fully know right now. And they will put 1 second back on. Incredible.
Oh, wow.
1 second back on. OT not yet. As a thrilling finish here in Corsair Pavilion on a Wednesday night.
That game has definitely been exciting.
Unbelievable. Corsairs led by 9 in this fourth quarter. Canyons led by 10 early in that first quarter, 16-6. And now we got a tie ball game, 79-79, 1 second to go.
Full timeout.
Anything can happen here on this Canyon side. You have to believe they'll try to get Patron some kind of action working from about 16 feet away from the basket. And it'll be Stower, one of their better passers, inbounding it. And you've got to think that she's looking for either Davis or Patron. Patron works off the action, gets the free off the iron on that. And she
Very
had
close.
it.
She was open.
She was wide open.
She was wide. That was a great play, but couldn't quite get the job done.
It was a good play call from Coach Greg Herrick there. Had his opportunity where he would have wanted it to go to in Patron from about 10 feet out. but she was off from that mark. 79-79, we'll go into overtime. I think it should be a 5-minute overtime.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Not positive under the CCCAA rules, but fun stuff we've had in this last fourth quarter was all back and forth pretty much.
Back and forth. Both teams, putting up the baskets. This is a high-scoring game for both teams too. Definitely has been exciting.
And in this overtime period, what's most important is probably just getting out to an early lead and trying to put away the other team.
I find both teams definitely both have momentum. There's not a team that is struggling to stay out there. Both teams want it.
Right. It's been a great game played by both teams. Kind of a contrast in styles with.
Yes, definitely a contrast in styles.
Canyon's more moving the ball, sharing the ball, and finding the open man, whereas Santa Monica really just going to Gutierrez and then working off of that, whether that be a missed shot or.
Gaza has been a very helpful key in the game too. She's been an inside shot. She's also made a couple from the key, top of the key. So she's someone to look out for too.
Gazzo and Davis will tip it off. Gutierrez gets it. McMahon has it over to Roberts. Roberts with it, back to McMahon, playing a little two-man game into Gazzo. Gazzo has position on Davis, but off on the shot there. Stower with it. Stower really has helped her team today, finding the open girl. Reyes was way off on that attempt. Sorry, that's Corona off on that attempt, with Gazzo getting the rebound. Both men's teams looking on, catching the final minutes of this girls' game before they take the floor. Gutierrez, nice little jump step.
There was a block from, was it?
There looked like a couple girls right there.
Store?
Yeah. She kind of jumped in between two
yeah,
girls,
there's a
didn't
couple
she?
girls there.
Gutierrez at the free throw stripe. She'll shoot two. Off the mark on the first one.
Is number 23, Kennedy Martin.
Knocks home the second, 1 point game, 80-79. Corsairs lead it. Samana off on that one. Roberts picks it up.
Travel.
She knew it as soon as he took the third step. Ref called it immediately. Third traveling violation called on this Corsair team tonight. Samana with it. She'll hoist the triple. Knocks it down.
Samana has been a key player with the Canyons tonight. Getting those rebounds, assisting, those outside shots.
Absolutely. Playing good basketball here today, Samana is. Racing down the floor for the next one.
Nice look. Oh, can't quite finish this pass.
Canyons up to 82-80. Just over 3 minutes left in this overtime period. We were tied at 79 all at the end of fourth. So they had to play 5 extra.
That would be a foul on Corona, I believe. Gazzo going to the line.
Number 35, Lexi Corona, her third. The line for the Corsairs is number 34, Nina Gasso.
Gazzo will shoot a pair here. Good on the first. finds the bottom of the net somehow.
Tied game 82-82 with just 3 minutes left in overtime.
Samana short in that attempt. Gutierrez has it in the paint.
Nice rebound.
And a great rebound there from Patron, boxing out not only Gazzo, but also Gutierrez, who's just coming in on the other side.
Corsairs foul number 34, Nina Gazzo, her third, fifth team foul.
Oh, foul by Gazzo.
And
Line 4 of the Cougars is number 25.
it seems that the fouls don't reset for overtime, that it just goes over whoever's in the bonus in the fourth quarter is still in the bonus in overtime, because Patron's going to the line now.
That's right, yeah.
And this is the one area of the game where Patron has not been too efficient at, is the free throw stripe. Not able to make all of the freebies that Santa Monica's given to her. Martin gets it over finally to Quintana. Quintana into Gazzo. Back to Quintana. Great cut from Ariana. Nothing there in the jumper though. Samana to Patron. Patron gets fouled and she'll head to the line again.
Foul by Roberts.
Santa Monica College foul number 14, Danielle Roberts, her third. At the line for College of the Canyons is number 25, Christian Patron.
Patron knocks down the first one here. Two-point game. Good on the second, so she makes 3 out of her last 4. She's 68% in the season from the free throw line. Patron is. Gazzo with it, back out to Roberts, over to Martin. Quintana, back to Gazzo. Gazzo into Gutierrez. And it'll go the other way. Canyons with the 3-point lead, up 85-82. Trailed most of that fourth quarter, if not all of it. Finally came back and able to tie the game at 79 all and send this one into overtime. Davis, a great fake on Gazzo. Got to the bucket and scored. And Coach Strong is just going to let her girls play here, Chelsea, not calling a timeout. As the crowd has amped up their volume as well. A little noisy in here. Roberts put up a flan and shot attempt.
Canyons foul number 35, Lexi Corona, her fourth. At the line for your Santa Monica College Corsairs is number 14, Danielle Roberts.
Roberts, nothing but net on the first one. Sinks the second, 3-point game. Timeout called on the floor. 87-84 Chelsea here late in overtime. With Canyons taking the ball, what do you think the Corsair side can do? Are they going to try to go for the steal or play full court press defense? What do you think they're going to try to do on this possession to stop Canyons?
I think full court defense, press defense would be the smart thing to do, is put that pressure on the Canyons. But with the Canyons, they like to pass and they like to get past the full court press, as we've seen throughout the game. But definitely want to put some more pressure on the Canyons. We'll see how the last, what was it, 70 seconds
Yeah.
left.
Just a minute, 21 left in this game. Corsairs do play full court press defense. And they tried to intentionally foul Reyes, it looked like, or Corona that it looked like there, but it wasn't called. Quintana was kind of arguing with the official. Samana with
They
it.
definitely need to put that pressure on. Last minute of play.
And that's exactly who this Corsairs had wanted to foul, was Corona, and send her to the line.
Corsairs foul number 1, Jason Gutierrez, her second. The line for the Cougars is number 35.
And the Corsairs want to
Lexi
slow this game.
Corona.
Corona only 45% on the season from the free throw line. First shot is up and good, nothing but net. Corona's thinking this is easy. And she only shoots 1 free throw a game, Lexi Corona does. Sophomore.
Oh, she sinks the second one.
Both go down here. And Corsairs really need a bucket. Not a lot of possessions left for them here late in this overtime period. Gazzo from the free throw line, off on that. Davis gets the rebound and is pushing it the other way. Davis finds an open Patron to Corona,
Nice luck to
who
Corona.
really made stick the dagger into the Corsairs there with that one. 4 points straight from Lexi Corona to extend this lead for the Canyon side. Martin gonna hoist up a triple, short there. Corsairs do get the rebound. Quintana blocked by Davis, and I think that one will end it. Great block from Diamond Davis there.
Yeah, she will go to the line.
Diamond Davis will go to the line and
And to the line for College of the
all but
Canyons,
salt this one away
33, Diamond
for
Davis.
College of the Canyons victory. They've lost their last 2 coming into this game, so definitely needed this one to right the ship. They'll move to 10-12 on the season. And the Corsairs will fall to 10-13 on the season. A good effort here tonight. Corsairs, any other game, they probably would have won this one. Leading by that many in the 4th quarter, Chelsea, but just didn't finish it off as strong as you'd hope for. And at this point, probably just got to put up a 3 or a Gazzo
nice.
2.
Nice bucket from the top of the key from Gazzo. 15 seconds left.
Santa Monica College timeout, 30-second timeout.
A 7-point game. And with just 15 seconds, you'd have to think that this one is all but almost over.
They need 2 threes and a foul.
They need a lot of help, is what you're saying, in the span of 15 seconds.
Who knows? A lot could happen in 15 seconds.
A lot could happen. A lot could happen.
This game has been very exciting
That's very true.
and
That's very true.
unpredictable at times.
A high-scoring game, though.
Highest scoring game.
93
almost
to 86.
breaking 100.
Yeah. I don't know if the scoreboard operator set up to go to 3 digits on
Right.
the old Corsair Pavilion Jumbotron. Canyons have it. Get it into Davis. Back to Samana. And the Corsairs tried to foul her there, but the refs didn't call it. Finally call it with just 9 seconds to go, and
Corsairs foul number 1.
Samana will head to the line.
Her third. Going to the line for College of the Canyons is number 15, Malia Semana.
Malia will shoot a pair. Good on the first one. And knocks home the second. And really, Patron's effort, even with that missed shot at the end of the 4th quarter, to try to win it for her team, she was phenomenal tonight for the Canyon side. As well as Gutierrez, who tried to get that one to go at the buzzer, but just off. And College of the Canyons will take this one 95 to 86 in this Pacific Division matchup. And who's probably the key to the game for you tonight from the Canyon side?
Well, in overtime, it was the foul trouble that hurt Santa Monica Corsairs, really, because the College of the Canyons, they went to the foul line and they made their shots. And that gave them a lot of leverage to be up higher, like to be in the lead. So yeah, it seems like the Corsairs have kind of lost their momentum towards the last couple of minutes of play, but throughout the games, both teams played outstanding. It's been a great victory for the College of the Canyons, really, because they really shown out in the last, in overtime at 5 minutes.
Well, they fought hard late in that fourth quarter, down 9 in that fourth quarter to get it to a tie game. Patron had the open jump shot right in front of us to try to win that game in regulation. They come back in overtime. Like you said, they go to the free throw line a lot, but they really put this game away in overtime. And unfortunately for the Santa Monica side, they'll have to come back, kind of regroup and see what happened late in that fourth quarter.
Yes, like you said earlier too, both teams had different strategies, so it was interesting to see their plays and what worked for them. And that's what kept it interesting, and that's what made it such a close game.
Absolutely, and the men are warming up here. We'll have that game for you in about 17 minutes. For Chelsea Tailfeathers, I'm Paul Johnson. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. College of the Canyons takes this one 95-86.